Now, we've seen that there are some great crucifix entries from situations where we're standing versus a supine partner, all right? And we're building off of our partner's reactions. Another excellent entry is one where we don't start with leg control and then move to upper body, but we start with upper body control through the use of a Kimura, or T-Kimura in this case, and then we add our legs in at the end. Again, most of the work that we've been doing today and in this video has to do with starting with leg control over your partner's arms. That's going to be, in majority of cases, the way that you use crucifix. You enter in with opportunities that start with your partner's arm, trapped by your own legs. But as this method is going to illustrate, and I'd like for you to think about this as not just this individual technique, but rather this as a kind of access point to any time you find yourself in T-Kimura positions or Kimura positions in general. You're going to begin with upper body control, and then you're going to add your legs in secondarily, okay? So how are we going to enter into T-Kimura? A great place to do this is off of a situation where you're standing and your partner is seated like this. What we need to do is we need to find a way to get our partner to post their, in this case, Chris's right hand somewhere out behind him. All right. Now, if he's sitting in proper stance, he's not going to usually do this voluntarily because he wants his hands here in front of him to defend and to hand fight and to grip my legs and all of that stuff. So we're going to begin by lowering our level. Then we're going to take a big step with our right leg through the space. So it doesn't matter actually how deep it gets. You just want to get your foot in between your partner's legs. At the same time, because you've lowered your level and your head is at the level of your partner's head, you're going to take your two hands and you're just going to shove them. You're just going to put them on your partner's shoulder and shove them. I'm not trying to put him totally flat. Okay, that's not the goal. I just want to give him enough of a push here where he puts that hand back behind him. Okay? Sometimes it takes a few of these to kind of get your partner to really put their hand back behind them. Boom. I just want to get this reaction. Once his hand goes down to the floor, first of all, make sure your level is down. Okay? Don't be up too high. We're going to take our rear hand, just like we would if we were doing a collar tie, and we're going to move our partner's head from the inside to the outside. All right? So we're head to head. We're going to move our partner's head to the outside so we have a clear pathway across in this direction. Now, we're going to lower our level. We're going to take our arm, and the first thing that happens is, as we hit this roll, we pay particular attention to our right arm wrapping our partner's arm. So we're here. Chris got his arm back. I'm going to clear either with, you can even use the near side to clear. We're going to bring our chest forward and we're focusing on the right arm punching through. This hand is committed to the mat, so it's not really going anywhere. You're going to be able to lock the wrist up in just a second. What we really need is this grip. Now from here, you can lock up your figure four. As you hit your roll, you're going to focus on putting your right shoulder down. When you hit this roll, you want to be facing not towards your partner, but away. As you go, you're going to duck your chin. Left leg rises, and from here, we land initially in a situation where we are parallel to one another. We take our partner's hand, and we drive it down towards their belly, and we turn so that we land in this perpendicular position. Rotate one more time, please. Now, you can see that from T-Kimura, we're not that far away from the crucifix. We're in that same perpendicular position that we look for when we're playing the crucifix, okay? The only difference is we don't have our partner's arm. The good news for you is your partner will present their arm. If Chris is very naive and doesn't do anything, then it's very easy for me to step up over the top. But almost universally, what will happen is your partner will realize one of two things. Either they're at risk of being Kimura'd and they're going to bring their hand in to defend, or they're at risk of having me come up on top, and so Chris is going to turn in this direction. And the goal here is for him to put his elbow on the floor, build height, and slip the elbow through. So as he lands here, we're going to focus on keeping our partner's hand down by their belly, and we're going to focus on lifting to whatever degree we can to keep his elbow off the mat. When I see Chris scissor his legs and start to get up here, there's going to be a gap between his elbow and his ribs. We're going to take our right knee and we're going to shovel it through inside underneath. Now, normally what we would be doing is looking to take our partner's back from here. But we're instead, because our goal is crucifix, we're going to be paying a particular attention to our partner's top arm. As Chris goes to continue to turn here, we're going to take our left leg high and we're just going to put it here over our partner's shoulder. Once it's here, we have everything that we need. we're going to straighten out our bottom leg. So in a way, we're giving our partner a gift. When we take that leg out, it's going to be even easier for him to turn up towards us. So you continue turning this way. What he finds, though, is that this leg now prevents him from following. We're going to draw our partner's arm back, and from here, Chris realizes it's a little too late now. The right knee is now wedged, and here we are in a great crucifix attack position. Okay, you went from a T Kimura, you baited your partner, and once you're able to capture the arm, now you're ready to go. What you do from here is up to you. We've seen a number of great attacks. If your partner shimmies down in this direction, that's fine. You're going to focus on propping up, looking to beat your partner's head with a heist, keeping control over your partner's arm, and from here, you can go very easily into a great attack position with Kimura, and the finish is on. Okay, so one last time. We're here. Chris is in front. We post, push, take a step forward, and put that hand on the floor. We clear our partner's head, drop our shoulder, lock up the figure four, and hit a forward roll. From here, we bring our body into a perpendicular position where we take our partner's hand and glue it to their belly. We know that our partner's most common reaction is going to be to turn up to face us. So in doing so, we take our knee and we wedge it here in front of our partner's hip. Rotate a little this way, please. Here. Normally, we would be looking to throw this leg in down here by our partner's legs. But instead, because our goal is a crucifix, it's to take our leg up high. You can enter here at the shoulder, or you can enter here by your partner's elbow. They're both great. Now that we're here and we have what we wanted, we're going to straighten our left leg. When Chris goes to move around from here, I can simply straighten my bottom leg, and now both legs are on the correct side. We've got control over our partner's arm, and now from here, we can go into all of our attacks. As Chris goes to move around, we're going to track him, focusing on the two core principles, chest to back, and our two chests facing the same direction. Now you're ready to go. You can start to look to pummel, switch your legs, do all of the things that you like to do, come up and work for strangles, okay? So again, in most cases, when we're working for a crucifix, we look first to trap our partner's arm with our legs. In the case of T Kimura and other T Kimura entries, okay, other situations where you're trapping your partner's arm first, the scenario is arm first and leg second. The nice thing about the crucifix is the order of operations doesn't matter, all right? Whether you trap your partner's leg first or you trap your partner's arm first, so long as you meet the criteria that we've outlined in this video, you're gonna find that you're gonna have a lot of success, a lot of opportunities to submit, and a great new tool for your jiu-jitsu arsenal. It's gonna make a big difference for you next time you're on the mat.